You too. What's going on, my people? Now listen, right? You're welcome. If you're one of the new members, you've been one of the old members, and whoever you are, right, watching this video, you're welcome and you are the right place, my guy. Listen. So today, right, I want us to talk about what many people have been misunderstanding in conversation and how to effectively flow in a conversation, how to move a conversation into a certain place where you want it to be, how to talk to that woman you want to talk to, how to talk in that business you want to talk to, if it's public speaking, if it's how to maintain eye contact, and if it's how to maintain your tone of voice in speaking to anybody, right? So basically, right, what I want us to emphasize on today is these two things, which are eye contact and tone of voice. Eye contact and tone of voice. Now, listen, right? If you get to understand, you will know that the reason why this I bring these two things first is you want to maintain eye contact in talking to somebody, right? Because it moves that person. Like, a lot of things can be said through your eyes. And now, one of the reasons why I want to emphasize on these two things, like I said, is people keep misunderstanding these things. I've noticed people keep misunderstanding these things. Like, people keep misunderstanding it, and people keep thinking, oh, it's not like too important, it's not like too necessary, it's not like this, it's not like that. But listen, right? I'm giving out the cheat codes, always giving out the cheat codes, left, right, center, everywhere. Giving you the cheat codes, basically, right? For you to be better in your game, for you to move smoothly, for you to move well in your game, for you to become a very experienced gamer, for you to be for you to be very experienced in your game. That's what we're doing out here. We're here giving our games. We're here making ourselves better. We're here improving every single day. Now, listen, right? That's what I keep emphasizing on. Whenever you come here and you watch these videos, you don't just come here to watch my videos, right? You watch my videos and you go out and practice it. Practice it with people. Practice it with women. Practice it with anything you can. You understand? Because the more experience you get, the more better you get in your game. The more experience you get and the more practice, the more work you keep putting in your game, the more better you become in your game. As a man, as a woman, you might be a woman watching this video, you're welcome. Because my game, as I always say, it's not just for men only. And it's not just talking to women, it's in approaching things in life, approaching matters in life, approaching matters in life. It's not because, come to think about it, right? Game, if you have game as a person, it helps solve problem, it helps close business deals, it helps improve in your life, it helps you improve in your life, it helps you take care of certain things in a kind of way that people will see and be like, wow, it's really got game, it's really smooth with it. It's really smooth with it. I'm telling you, brother. Telling you. That being said, right, let me touch the first thing, which is the eye contact in a conversation. Now, in a conversation, right, a lot of things can be said through your eyes, man. A lot of things can be said through your eyes. You don't want to be the kind of person that you're speaking with somebody and you don't want to look them in the eye. Listen, what looking at somebody in the eye talks mean is, I'm here with you, I understand, and I'm confident. It signifies confidence and it signifies your presence in that conversation. It helps make the person understand that you're listening to them and that you're confident and that you're comfortable with whatever they're saying. Because if you're talking to somebody and you can't even look them in the eye, it means you're not even comfortable with them. You're scared of them. You're like, I'm telling you, brother, like, eye contact, eye contact is one of the most vital tools in winning a woman over in life, in communication. In communicating very smoothly and effectively, eye contact is one of the most basic thing and one of the most vital thing to know in a conversation. Listen, right? Take example of me walking to a woman now. Let me use that as an example. Me walking to a woman and I'm talking to her and I can't even look her in the eye. I can't even look her in the eye and say whatever I want to say and say. She would see me as this kind of person that I don't even believe. I'm not even comfortable with like. That's why I keep emphasizing on confidence comes from self-trust. Being confident in myself, I have to trust myself first for me to be confident in myself. Confidence comes from self-trust. Now, listen, right? I want to trust myself to a certain kind of way that I know that I can do this and I know I can get this done when I want to. I know I can get this done if I want to. I know I can get this done how I want to. That's basically how confidence is. And once I trust in myself, once I believe in myself that I can get these things done, everything changes. The way I see things changes. The way I perceive women changes. The way I perceive the world changes. The way I approach situations changes. Telling you, brother. Basically, right, looking at them in the eye, looking at somebody while talking to them in the eye makes them, like I said, makes them know that one, you're here, you're present. Your presence is there, you understand, you're giving them your attention. Because come to think about it, right? One of the most greatest currency a man could give to anybody, a human being could give to you, is their attention. That's one of the most greatest currency somebody could give to you. Attention. Attention. It's one of the most greatest. I feel like it's even greater than having money. Attention is greater than having money. That's one of the most greatest currency that somebody could give to you. Because when you okay, take an example of me having money, right? And I come into and why do we buy all these fancy things and buy all these things and buy all the cars and buy all the jewelry and all the house and try to look good, try to smell good? It's because we want all this attention. Now, if you look at people that are buying all these fancy cars and everything, and they want to walk into a club or walk into a place and people look at them and people perceive them as high value. They want people to respect them. They want people to give them attention, their time, and they are doing all these things to attract your attention to whatever they are doing to them. They are doing all these things to move your attention to themselves. That's basically what I keep emphasizing on. Attention is one of the greatest currency a human being should possess. If you're a kind of person that you walk into a room and you bring everybody attention, whew, brother, that's a superpower. That's a superpower right there. If you can walk into a room and you attract everybody just looks up to you like, brother, it's like you're their God. I'm telling you, it's like you're their God. If you can attract somebody's attention to yourself, that's one of the greatest currency a man could have. That's one of the greatest thing a man could have in his game. In his game, brother. That's why I keep emphasizing on this shit gets too deep, bro. This shit gets too deep. Now listen, right? That being said, attention, right? Giving somebody like getting attention from people, getting attention from a woman, getting attention from whoever you're communicating with, creating these things helps you improve in your game. And also the tone of voice part is you like it's not what you say, it's how you say it. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. Take an example, right, of let's say you took your wife to an hospital, right? Took your wife to the hospital and the doctor walks up to you and it's like, excuse me, Mr. Paul, your like the way he talks to you helps makes you know if your wife if something bad has happened or something good has happened. The way he talks to you, the way the tone of voice is that's why I keep emphasizing on. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. He might walk up to you and say, excuse me, Mr. Paul, you're like brother. That's when you keep thinking, oh, maybe something bad happened, maybe this happened, maybe that happened. Like so many things keep going in your head. But once it walks up to you and it speaks with you smoothly, speaks with you very, very calm and very, yes, everything is good, everything is fine, everything is you can handle this. That's where tone of voice comes in. Like you need to master all these little things that people think are not important in a conversation. Listen, when like it, having this good tone of voice, right? Mastering your tone of voice and knowing when to speak loud, knowing to speak low, knowing to speak in a certain type of way helps you get a woman, right? Because listen, if you're this kind of guy that you know when to be smooth, you know when to this, like you can do all these things, like you can do them anytime you want. You can manipulate a conversation how you want. That's where mouthpiece comes in. This tone of voice I keep emphasizing on is where mouthpiece comes in. Listen, because if you're good in conversation, if you're good in conversation and you can promote a conversation to how you want it, you can talk how you want in order to get this, in order to get a particular result you're looking for. That's mouthpiece, brother. That's mouthpiece, brother. You can speak fluently. You can speak in a way that people want to get around you more. People want to be with you more. Like you can, the way you speak, off of the way you speak alone, somebody wouldn't want to leave your presence. A woman wouldn't want to leave your presence. She wants to spend time with you because why? You're this kind of guy that you're smooth, you're masculine, you're confident, and you're comfortable with yourself. You believe in yourself. You trust in yourself for you to be able to know all these things, to be able to achieve all these qualities, to be able to possess all these qualities as a guy, as a human being. Tone of voice is important because I can I take example, right? Let's say I want to like um charm a woman, right? Or seduce a woman. Now, if you know, if you've been in this channel like right from time, you will know that seduction is not just about sex, the sexual aspect, right? Because many people have been penicillizing this seduction thing and be thinking, oh, seduction is all about the sexual aspect. No, brother. Because once you keep understanding that seduction is not only about the sexual aspect, everything changes for you. Seduction is getting things done, like you can even seduce your CEO, right? You can seduce somebody that is on top of the food chain in your food chain, right? You can like, these things are not just about the sexual aspect. It's about making somebody do what you want, doing things to make somebody do what you want to achieve your goal. You want to do these things to achieve your goal, to make this person do this thing that you want. That's what seduction means, right? So now you want to seduce this person, right, to do what you want. I can't speak. Take an example of the way I'm talking right now, right? I might walk into a room and I will speak like this. Let's say public speaking.